Wiener, 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 wiener.
One wiener alongside just another wiener.
Wiener, 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 wiener. Two wieners. This is a great song.
Dinkbot, Peter Dinkbot.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
That's been the secret lyrics to the Game of Thrones theme this whole time. Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Dinklage. Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Okay. I could literally do that all night, so
I know.
let's not do that.
I'm gonna mute my mic, and whenever it's not my turn, I'm gonna sing.
You're just gonna chant Peter Dinklage?
Of course, it brings good luck.
Alright, here we go. This is what I could do in a couple hours.
Ooh.
Smelly horse stable.
Smelly, horsey, stably.
Oh,
You have to pronounce the E unstably.
Oh, yes. Alright, so yes. Like I said, this is what I could kind of do in a couple hours. If any of you ever see the Ravenloft map, it looks a little bit like that. Anyway. You guys should roll d20s?
that was.
Was that a question? Oh, okay.
Ah, I remembered how to do it.
Hey, 4-3-4.
Okay, so now just the
Sorry
thief
guys, I let you
and the
down.
ranger.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, come on.
All those 3s and 4s.
Let's hope the rolls get better. But, ranger. Let me see what I have for you, which I do have something for you. Let me see. You are spirit. You did say that you started using. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. Why don't you introduce who your character is and where he's from and that kind of
Alright. So my character is the bastard son of a human lord and elf. Neither of the families would take them in, but his father's bannerman, his former bannerman, Darren, took him in and gave him a good education of the forest, Imago Forest. He's greatly trained in combat and has good knowledge of long-range weapons. He kind of grew tired of, wait, hang on. Is that what I have? Hang on. Alright.
Okay, and the house you were taken in by is the halfling house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Darren would be a member of the Knowlesbane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, used to be much more powerful, but it's kind of greatly diminished noble halfling house. Anyway, you got tired of something.
Oh, he got tired of his boring life in Greenwood, so he wants to seeks adventure and open opportunities in the Imago Forests.
Okay. And unless I'm mistaken, though, you're sort of the, even though you have almost no actual combat experience, except for the occasional orc siege, you know, when they have to bury their dead here. Everyone kind of looks to you as the sheriff, right?
Yes.
Just whenever something happens, people just kind of come to you with it.
Yeah.
All right. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. I swear, that's all I'm ever gonna hear from now on.
Good.
Okay, yeah. So, let me see. You said you welcomed your sort of de facto sheriff position, but at the same time you're trying to run around in the woods, right?
Yeah.
All right. Holy fuck.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, let me see. This assumed position of leadership has even started to extend into the Greenwoods proper, as the birds and other small fey creatures have begun to bring you tales of a terrifying new predator that never touches the ground and seems to squawk like a possessed bird. But they don't talk the way birds talk. They sort of talk the way humans talk, but in squawks. I don't know. It's weird. They have started abducting elves and, you know, random animals from the forest, and no traces of them are ever found. But I would imagine that's probably what you spent the past few months trying to track down, right?
Yes. It is.
Okay, and just so we are the most original game that has ever existed, you're going to be in a tavern. Which one would you be in?
Let me look at him. Let me go.
There is one run by a sort of distant relative of the Knowlesbane family.
Yeah, that's where I'd probably be. I don't. Yeah, there we go.
But it's
yeah.
kind of much less popular than the Pelira.
Yeah, I'd
Pelira.
I'll probably be in the Clobbered Knoll because, yeah.
Okay. Let me look. Oh, come on. Bleh. Just a second. Where's the stupid... Okay, yeah. The one who runs the Clobbered Knoll Inn is named Kudal Knowlesbane, and he's a surprisingly tall halfling who just kind of recently arrived from a western town, or a town in western Solikh, called Khalga, Khaalga.
Yeah.
He's typically kind of just pissed off and silent. He just kind of serves people in utter silence and then goes back to the window where he stares down the road at the Pelira's Bend. You know, the more successful tavern, basically.
Yeah.
Where he just kind of stands for hours wiping the same glass and kind of scowling at the other tavern.
Somebody's jealous.
Yeah. Let me see. And so, yeah, you're just kind of sitting in the quieter, vastly less populated inn. Yeah, there's kind of an oppressive atmosphere there because the guy who owns it and runs it is always pissed off. But, you know, he's kind of family-ish. So, that's kind of where you are. It's, what did we say? How the hell do we even pronounce these? Nope, just gonna be me? Okay.
Justin.
Hold on. I'm putting the calendar up. Why? Just so I can know that I have said what day we started on. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
That'll really help trying to figure out how far we've moved to, and what time of day it is.
There we go.
Ah.
We are in the month 7 of 10 months. It's called Dolunsar, and we are currently on the 18th, which is like, well, it's Sunday or Monday, depending on how you look at it. Is essentially a Sunday or a Monday in late July. You're basically 5 days away from the full moon, so 22nd would be when the first of the moons, the one you call like sister, I think. The sister moon. There are two moons basically. They're once a month. They're full at the same time, but one of them is full more than once a month. Anyway, 22nd is the time when one of them goes full. Then the 23rd, they're both full. And yeah, so you're about a week from the full moon. It's summer technically, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I did write this down, I just don't know where. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Oh, okay, no, it's fall. You guys are a good couple weeks into fall.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So it turns out I put it in fall anyway. Yeah, so 18th of Dolunsar. It's basically a Sunday or Monday in early fall. The ranger's sitting at the depopulated inn with a few whispering couples and one old guy who dresses in orange with, you know, he's kind of an old guy. He's got white hair, dresses in orange, just kind of mutters to himself at the bar. Let's see. Who is next? The druid. You should tell us about yourself. Where you come from. That kind of thing.
Okay. So, I come from the Mago Greenwoods. I pretty much am on a quest that you don't know about. Followed a path, and now I'm in the town. There's not a lot of stuff that they would know about yet.
Okay, so why don't you just tell us where you are then?
Okay, so I guess I would start at like the outskirts of the forest, maybe looking at the town, or maybe I'm already in the town.
Yeah, I mean, you can be on the outskirts if you want. You'd be coming in from the east, so you'd be heading west. You'd basically be right over here.
Okay, I'll be over there.
They never play on live.
And they never play online. At least I think that's what he said.
That's what they said. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Indeed. So yeah. I mean, it's basically just sort of lightly deforested fields on the right and left. Coming up on your right, you would see. It appears to just be a severed knoll head, with kind of blood coming out the bottom, you know, in drips, and then it's just got a big black eye, visible even through the fur of, you know, the knoll face.
Hmm. Then that's what I see when I'm just walking down.
That would be the first thing that's on the right.
Okay.
I mean,
could I inspect it and maybe learn more about it?
well, I mean, it's a tavern. I know you're kind of from an isolated region, but you would know a tavern when you saw it.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, there's just a few whispering couples. One looks to be vaguely elven guy. And then an old guy dressed all in orange with white hair just kind of mumbling into his cup through the window.
Is there a door on this building?
Yeah, it'd be in this house.
Or is it like just a... I will peek in the door.
It also has a roof and walls, just preemptively.
Okay. It's good to get that out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the same people you saw through the window.
I enter,
Okay.
looking around, looking rather lost.
The sort of thin. Well, to you, he would be kind of short-ish. Bartender doesn't turn around and look at you. I don't. He just keeps staring to the west out the window behind the bar, wiping the same glass over and over.
Okay. Shoot. Guess I would start, what would I ask?
Yeah, it might help if we knew what you were looking for, or, something.
I ask if anyone has seen, the the spirits that I saw walking in the streets.
Okay. Who are you asking? You know what? We'll just make this easier. The closest one to the door would be the vaguely elven-looking man. So, Spurious, if you're still here, basically
Yeah.
a lost-looking elf kind of wanders in, dressed in sort of plain clothes, kind of brown hair, but still vaguely elven. Kind of wanders up to your table and asks if you've seen spirits wandering around in the streets.
No. I don't think I have.
I go on to the next person.
So there's a whispering couple, like, sitting at a table, just quietly having a conversation.
I ask them if they've seen the ghosts or spirits.
Let me see.
Oh, never mind. It's probably too late. I was gonna add something onto that, what I said.
So you could always say, "Wait up," while I'm walking away.
Yeah,
or
you can
something.
always yell across the bar.
Alright.
You walk up and ask the whispering couple, or they're just talking low. That's all. If they've seen spirits walking around in the streets, the man tips you 2 copper, and requests a specific song.
Do you
And then the call
I'm-
dropped.
know this song? Probably.
Hold on. Something keeps
Yeah, I'm just
happening
gonna
with the call.
I don't know. I'm fine. I don't think.
No, you're cutting out for me, and it seems like Dallas is gone entirely, and now he's back. Right,
It
right.
might be you.
Yeah, he's back. He's getting back in.
You didn't talk to the couple yet, did you?
Yeah, they tipped him 2 copper and requested a specific song.
Oh.
I just look back at them really confused. Like,
Alright. I want to call him back to me. Well,
The couple?
no, the Serenity.
The
Oh.
stranger.
You might want to describe yourself. I don't know. Maybe it'll help.
I have green hair, so it's pretty standoutish. I'm pretty tan. Average height, not super tall. He's what is it?
A girl.
Well, yeah, that. I mean, that as well.
Where did
I have, yeah, that. Amber Eyes. There you go. That was the name. Yeah, pretty much. Just normal, not fancy looking clothes. Probably have holes in them and stuff. Do you need? Do you need more?
I never was below.
No.
I'm just waiting to see what he's calling you back for.
I was gonna say that I heard rumors though, but I haven't seen them myself.
Do tell.
Wait, did I just cut
but-
out?
No, you're still there.
Did you hear what I said about the
Mhm.
rumors? Alright. There's been about 5 people claiming that they've seen it.
See, I don't.
Hmm.
I don't play with
What is it when you say it?
The spirits. Them.
and then see.
Just say I've seen it in my dreams. They led me here.
Have you seen how much this week?
That's all I have to say.
So you call him all the way from back across the room to say 5 people have claimed to have seen it, and then you just
Well, think about
stare straight, like you just face goes blank and you stare straight forward.
Especially after he says he's seen them in his dreams. You don't say anything. You're not even a little curious.
Okay, so are you just lying to the elf, or what are you talking about?
I don't even know right now. In my mind, this went so much smoother. When in my mind, I was like, oh, I know how to add this into this. And then I just went blank after that.
Okay, that's
have-
great. What are you talking about? Are you just lying to the elf, or what are you talking about?
Well, alright. Those 5 people who said that they've seen spirits around, they were actually homeless people. Like beggars. So, they might not the spirits might not necessarily be the ones that he's seen in his dreams, but I don't know.
I don't want to sound especially shitty, but can anyone translate that for me?
I pass. Just go.
I think he's trying to. I don't know. He's like writing homeless people into the story that have told him about this thing.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Holy hell.
My last
We can't communicate for shit. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And then we go on to the last one. Who is the thief? Who is hopefully still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Cool.
Can you hear me pretty good still?
Sure.
All right.
You also have sort of closed in on the tiny village of Emrak. I think is how to pronounce that. Where would you have gone? There are basically 2 inns. There's a small little walled manor here.
Hold on, let me zoom out really quick.
Right here.
Okay.
There's a store. There's a stable. There's
Yeah.
a ferryman. You've heard of the temple, which is north out of town, but I don't know if you'd actually have been there yet.
No, this is my first time in this town. Just to describe my character a little, I'm a thief elf. He is an orphan who has never known his parents. He grew up on the streets, moving from small town to small town, stealing to survive. In doing so, he has gained combat knowledge. He's good with a short bow and a short sword. He's also good at crafting bows and arrows. He's a very cheerful elf, sort of like a Jack Sparrow or a Robin Hood. He cracks jokes a lot and keeps very optimistic. He's a charmer of the ladies, able to talk sweet to them and win over their hearts until they learn that he is a thief. He has a mild addiction to mead or beer, whatever you want to call it, and often spends his downtime at night next to a fire with a tobacco pipe and a goblet that he stole the day before, while laughing and joking with other thieves and vagrants, telling stories about his adventures and telling his favorite stories about how he stole a diamond as big as an orc's head and buried it under a great tree in the Imago forest. He would go to retrieve it if he could only remember where he put it. He can be serious when he really needs to be, but even in a tussle with his enemies, he is constantly poking fun at them, making them even angrier, and he uses that to his advantage to take them off guard. He's a chaotic sort of good, pushing the limits of what he can do in combat, almost as if he has a death wish. But what this elf really takes comfort in is making people happy. He will often steal from the homes of the wealthy, grabbing food and clothes and whatever he can that might be useful, and he'll take the items back to the other thieves and orphans who have no homes and distribute his findings among them so that everyone can eat and have clothes. And if you make someone smile along the way, it makes the threat of jail or execution worth it.
Start your free trial of Elf Date now to talk to Emrys.
So my elf has heard rumors of.
You might want to let that work itself out. Where would you go?
Okay. I'm gonna say that I am coming in on the ferryman.
Okay, so you come from the west. Wow. So you're not even you've been outside of the forest for a while, huh?
Yeah. Because I've been, searching for this, what.
Okay.
And I've made my way to this town, and I'm just coming in off the ferryman. Just crossed the Palira River, coming in on the ferryman, and I'm stepping off the docks, and I'm looking at Palira's tavern and debating on whether to go in or not.
Okay, so the sort of more populated tavern?
Yes, sir.
If you're coming in from the west, the first one you would have come across would have been almost just kind of a round dwarf. Would introduce himself as Driti. Yeah, he's kind of round and pink with hair almost the same color as almost the same color as his head. So you kind of took him as bald until you looked closer. And
okay.
He would kind of ask you, what brings you to this place? He kind of asks you in a somber tone. Like you had to kind of stand across the river and wait for him to notice you. But then he finally did, and he just kind of asked you in a somber sort of feeling things out kind of tone, like, so, what brings you to Amrak?
I kind of want to keep my reasons a little bit secret, but sometimes I have a big mouth and I let on too much. It's a downfall. So,
that doesn't mean you have to tell him the truth.
That's true. So I start to talk to this guy, and I say, I get really excited, and I say, well, I heard rumors about this item that produces gold out of thin air, and in the middle of my sentence, I stop myself, and then I kind of nudge him with my elbow and say, that'd be great, wouldn't it? And I kind of laugh trying to make it seem like I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, he kind of he knows what just happened. Like he knows that you're trying to play off the fact that you're actually there looking for that, and he just kind of chuckles at it and he goes, "So is it a goblet this time, or maybe a goose? It was a goose when I was young."
I can't hold in my enthusiasm, so I blurt out, "Yeah, it's said to be an animal. I've heard that it was a goose. I've also heard that it was a boar that kills people
Ah,
and
the
things
ghost
turn them
boar.
into gold.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard the ghost boar in many years.
I also heard it was a breed of orange squirrels.
Squirrels,
Yes,
orange.
orange squirrels.
Uh, that's curious. He sort of okay. This is all while he's sort of pulling you. You know, he's pulling his little ferry across the river using like little ropes and stuff. Like he's got like a pulley system set up across the river,
Okay.
and you kind of had to stand over there and wait for him to show up, which is kind of when you thought he was bald. Yeah. So this is all going on while he's pulling you back eastward across the river, and he goes, "That's curious. I think Henri. He sometimes talks about squirrels, and he's always wearing orange. And
What was this guy's name again?
Maybe that's who you mean?
What was his name again?
We just call him Henry, but he pronounces it Henri.
Ah, okay.
Typically hanging out at the bar.
I'm gonna ask him which bar he typically hangs out at.
Says, well, it varies from day to day, but I think he's been on the outs with let me see if I can pronounce these names. Riffin. We'll just go with Riffin. with old Riffin at the Polaris Bend. So yeah, he's probably at the Clobbered Knoll. It's not very lively, but I think he kind of likes it that way.
Okay, you said he's not in good standing with Riffin from Polaris Bend.
Yeah, so he's just probably at the other one. It's usually quieter and no one talks.
Okay.
Can't get
All
in
right.
trouble if no one talks to you.
I'm gonna ask the guy, what does this Riffin guy look like?
I don't know. He sort of puts his hand about his height and says, normal human height, even though he's obviously a dwarf and therefore much shorter. He just says normal height. Just go into the inn, ask for Riffin. He'll be the one behind the bar.
All right. Well, I'm going to give him.
Yeah, he asks for just like 2 coppers.
I'm gonna give him 3 for the trouble and for the information.
He doffs his imaginary hat and says, not at all. Right, so where would you be ending up?
My first stop is gonna be Polaris Bend Inn.
Okay. Conversation in there is probably quite a bit more animated. Not that you would know that.
Mhm.
But yeah, there are just people at every table. Might not necessarily be a lot of people at every table, but you know, there are people at every table. And yeah, there is just a sort of nondescript human-looking human behind the bar.
I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna ask, "Are you Riffin?"
He turns around with a cup and a pitcher all ready to go, and he sets it down in front of you. He says, "Why, yes, I am. What might be your name?"
My name is Sirmi. Is what I'm gonna say to give him a fake name.
Hopefully, you didn't just say that part out.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, I didn't say that out loud. That's between us. Just so you know where I'm going with it. So you didn't get confused of why I didn't say Emirates. Okay, so I'm gonna say, what kind of mead do you have? I need something strong because I'm pissed off.
Oh, he hears about that and switches out one pitcher for another and starts pouring it out. And it still smells like mead. Still smells kind of, poppy, barley kind of thing, but it smells really potent. It smells almost like you could kind of disinfect wounds with it. And in a slightly more serious tone, he goes, troubles, hey?
And I say, yeah, I was just over at this Clobbered Knoll Inn, and did you know this guy wearing all orange spilled his beer all over me, and then told me I ran into him. That guy is really pissing me off. I said, do you know anything about this guy?
Yeah, Henri. He used to be a regular here until he ran out on one too many tabs. Says, I'm surprised you could understand him through that accent.
I couldn't really understand what he was saying. He was just going off on a rant. I just know he was yelling at me in a very angry way.
Yes. The Chateau Embert. I've heard many tales about that place. Ogres and trolls and thrones possessed by the spirit of his sister. Yeah, he kind of twirls his finger near his head. He goes, he's a little off.
Instead of drinking the mead, I'm going to wait till the bartender turns around, and I'm going to dump a little bit out of it on the floor because I'm trying to maintain my focus on my task.
The particularly thick-looking human next to you just outraged that you would do such a thing.
Oh man. I am going to ask the man if he would like to have the rest of my beer, because I'm going to ask him to hold the beer while I go use the restroom, and as he takes the beer, I'm going to grab up my things and walk out the front door.
Okay, so as soon as you ask if he wants the rest of your beer, he starts slurring at you. He goes, yeah, it'll keep from you just spill out, yeah. And he takes it and you just kind of walk out. He immediately starts chugging it.
My plan worked.
All right, so you just stole a beer. Actually, hold on. Skype's about to go a little funky, I think.
Yeah, I know. Your quality is getting a little low.
It should be getting a little better. A little better.
Yep, that's better.
Okay, actually, do you have something that would actually help you do that?
Help me do what?
This might be the first time you fail at something. Hold on. No. Okay, so just make it a dex check. Yes. Roll a d20 and you're trying to get below your
I can't
dex.
understand what you're saying.
Seriously? Seriously.
I couldn't. You were cutting out a lot.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you the whole time. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
He was cutting out a lot. A little bit
Yeah,
on
I
me.
can hear you, but you're cutting out a bit.
Oh,
Everyone else
Jesus.
is fine though.
I think someone's helping themselves to your internet.
Possibly.
1 in 4 Americans has had that happen. Right. Dex check. Did
Okay,
I
and
cut
how-
out that time?
How do I? Yeah, how do I do that again?
Okay, so what is your dexterity?
It is 17.
So you roll a d20. You're trying to
Uh-huh.
get 17 or under.
All right. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, somebody's knocking at your keyboard. You might want to let him in.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my R button to work.
Just double bracket if your R won't work.
Oh, come on.
So the bartender, as soon as you start to walk away, he goes, oh. Sort of gets out in front of you faster than you would have believed for a guy his size. He kind of has a little bit of a punch. Oh, silly me, I forgot to present you with the bill. That's, it's just a copper or two. It's not much. But I fear you almost have walked away without paying it.
I am going to apologize profusely and give him the coppers he requests.
Okay. And it literally is just like 2.
Okay.
Okay. He sort of does have a little floppy hat on. And he takes it off. He says, have a nice day. But he goes back behind the bar and sort of eyes you suspiciously. every once in a while, not consistently. He's not like staring at you. He just kind of keeps an eye on you, you know. Okay, and so you go out. These little square houses are just that. They're just little square houses.
Okay.
Some have lights on in the windows, some don't.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna head south and then take a left on the first road, and I come across the smelly horsey stably,
Yeah.
and I am going to peek my head inside and check out the horses just in case I need to make a really quick escape where I could hop on one and take off if I ever need to.
You wouldn't really need to look inside. There's kind of like a corral in the back, like a big fenced off area.
Okay.
So, I mean, as you walk past it, you could just kind of see back there.
Okay. Can I see any saddles or anything?
Yeah, saddles, all that kind of crap.
All right. Good.
There's even a little cart back there.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna take a mental note of that, and I'm going to continue on. I'm going to pass the road. I'm going to pass a big manor on my right and emporium on my right as well, with some houses on my left. And I'm going to.
The manor actually has stone walls about 15, 20 feet high.
Okay.
And when you pass the entrances, you kind of see some halflings running around in there. Just some halfling children. And there's like a well in there. It kind of looks like they're almost ready for a siege, almost. Except, you know, for the children playing in the yard. You walk by the GB's Emporium, and it's roughly kind of carved or burned into a wooden plank that hangs above the door. And there seems to be like a crudely drawn face of like a smiling halfling, making the little OK symbol with his hand. Kind of like the guy on the pizza box.
Yeah.
Except it's just a crudely drawn, you know, halfling face. And then you get to the one, and it looks pretty much the same as it did when the other two, when I described it to the other two.
Yeah, I remember.
You do immediately see the guy dressed completely in orange. It's got an orange, like, floppy, like... It's not like the bartender. It's like a Zorro hat, for lack of a better description. I don't even think he wore a hat. He might have. It's just a big, extravagant hat that's faded orange, and it's just got like this threadbare little feather sticking way out the top of it. It's kind of sad. Kind of patchy hair sticking out from underneath the hat. Yeah, so that's probably your guy.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm guessing he's sitting down at a table right now.
He's sitting at the bar, mumbling to
Okay.
himself into his cup.
All right, I'm going to immediately walk over to him, and I'm gonna sit down next to him, and I'm gonna say, "How you doing, Henri?" And then, am I allowed to say what he's gonna do?
Well, yeah, let's try that. Go ahead. What would
Okay.
you imagine he would do?
Well, he's gonna have a really surprised look on his face when he looks at me, wondering how I know who he is.
I think he would just kind of say it. He would look at it, and he really does have just the most ridiculously thick accent. So much so that I don't think I can probably reproduce it. But you do eventually get out the words, do I know you?
I'm gonna say, "No, you don't know me, but I know someone that you owe a bunch of money from tabs to, and he has sent me here to collect the debt." And I have a really serious look on my face as I reach for my short sword.
All right. I think we're doing checks again. Except this time I think it's charisma.
Okay, my charisma is 15. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Well, they're better rolls than 3 and 4.
I wish I had a 3 and a 4 right now.
Okay, yeah, he sort of squints and he says, Peter? And then he goes back to
I'm
drinking.
gonna say, listen to me, old man. I'm gonna say, you owe a lot of money to somebody, and I've been sent here to take it from you. Either you can give it to me, or I'm gonna take it by force. Or you can tell me what you know about this animal that produces gold out of thin air. And then I'll forget about these debts and I'll leave you alone.
He seems to have not heard anything you said up until animal and gold. And then he launches into this big tirade. Well, it's not. I say tirade. It's like he gets extremely happy and launches into a big, like, verbose story from which you catch the words squirrels. You think he describes a room where there are trees growing. Says something about a chapel, but yeah, like I said, he's quite drunk, and at the same time, he's got a really thick accent, the kind of which you've never heard before.
I'm gonna try my angry face one more time, and I'm gonna grab him by his collar. I'm gonna shake him. I'm gonna say, "Listen, old man. If you don't sober up and tell me what you know right now, so help me God, I'm going to end your life."
When you grab his collar and shake it, he gets up and starts dancing with you.
Oh my God. I soon realized that this isn't worth the trouble.
Meanwhile, Druid and Ranger, what have you guys been doing besides staring in stony silence at each other?
I've just been sitting in the corner carving a piece of wood, drinking a little bit.
You're not
I'd
going to do
probably-
anything about the thief hassling an old guy?
I was getting to that. And I started to hear, like, since it's not very populated, the bar's not very lively. I kind of hear somebody's voice raised up, so I look at it, and I see that thief grabbed Henry. That's his name, Henry.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's basically what you call him.
And then I see that Henry starts dancing, so I just think that they're being friendly with each other, and I kind of forget and go back to carving.
Oh, good grief. You guys are kind of silly.
Oh, I just remembered. Didn't weren't we? Are we gonna do the thing about when you? Oh wait, that's. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Would I know anything about like these orange squirrels? I probably would if there was some in the jungle.
You vaguely recognize the rumor, but you recognize
But I know
it
no such.
as a rumor.
Okay.
Oh, this is here.
Yes. Wait a second. What?
I'm not going.
I guess I would approach the thief and say, "What are you gonna do with those animals?"
Can I go?
Oh, do you have to leave?
No, I mean, can I answer him?
Oh. Well, only if
I
you
see-
want
I
to.
see you doing. I see you
What are you
doing some
rolling?
things on the. Yeah, I see you rolling, so I don't know if I need to wait or not.
Oh, no, if they're secret rolls, I'm not going to do it where you can see it.
Okay.
So they're just not.
All right,
rolls.
All right, so he asked me what I'm gonna do with the animals, and I'm gonna look over sharply at him, aggravated about how the man, how Henry acted, and I'm gonna say, "What do you want, or what do you care?"
What do I care?
Yeah, what do you want to care?
Well, what do you, or why do you, who's asking?
I'm
Who
just
wants to know?
Messing with you.
Right.
You know, hey, pause really quick. If we restart the Skype call, it might get better quality.
Oh, that's you.
Do we want to try that?
Did the
You guys are still coming through for me. I don't.
Well, yeah, it's working good now, but every now and then it like starts to get a little crappy, but it's good right now.
Right. So he says, "Who do you want to care?" Knows once a thing.
I said, "Who wants to know?"
I happen to live in the nearby forest. It's my business to know.
And you know he's serious by the monotone. By the monotone voice. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that's just my voice already.
Oh, this is like X Files or something. It's just David Duchovny voice. You know he gets serious when he gets even more monotone. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
He says
I'm gonna
he
notice-
lives in the forest and it's his business.
Okay. Well, me being a friend to animals and things that can't defend themselves, I'm gonna calm down a little bit, and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. I'm gonna ask him what his name is, and just try to get a general conversation started in a nicer way.
My name is Serenday. You can call me Saren, whatever you like.
Well, my name is Emrys.
Hello.
You said you live in the forest.
Yes,
Um, Did you hear that guy over there in the orange talking about squirrels? I heard this rumor about an animal that can produce gold out of thin air, and that would suit my purposes really well if I could find the animal that does it. Of course, no harm would come to the animal.
but surely you would capture it.
Well, first I would try to befriend it and see if it would come with me, but if I need to, then I might.
I don't believe you. So.
What do you think I am? Some kind of thief?
No, I think you're a hunter.
I assure you, I am no hunter.
Yet you hunt these squirrels.
I merely search for the squirrels. I'm not looking to kill them and eat them.
And then he giggles to himself.
What?
Did you not hear that?
I did giggle to myself. I'm
He's,
sorry.
he's like, I'm definitely not looking to kill and eat them.
Okay, that's funny as shit.
I tell him there are no such squirrels in my forest.
I'm gonna
Such squirrels in my forest. Sorry.
ask him if he's heard of any rumors of or a breed of orange squirrels or a ghost boar that can produce gold out of thin air.
Do you question
or a-
my knowledge of my
Okay,
forest?
Again, you would have heard of these, but you would have heard of them as rumors.
Right. Yeah.
Rumors,
No.
spread by people who are looking to make a bunch of gold quick.
Right. So I would say, do you question my knowledge of my forest? I tell you there are no such animals.
I don't know you that well, Saren. I don't know how much you know. You could be a simpleton for all I know.
Fair enough. Okay, but I still tell you there are no such,
So you haven't heard any rumors of any kind of animal that can produce gold out of thin air?
I have heard of such rumors, but that is all they are.
You're obviously no help. Here,
I don't
tell you
want to
what.
help you.
I tell you what, I'll buy you a beer. So I walk over to the bar, and I tap on the bar and try to get the barkeep's attention.
Vanimal. Part van, part animal, all action. Vanimal. Yeah, the sort of drawn, pale-looking halfling kind of turns around with a scowl on his face and goes, eh.
I feel like I kind of got off the wrong foot with Serendy, so I'm gonna look over and ask her what her favorite drink is.
I'll tell them some dwarven, some druid drink that they probably don't have, but I'll just tell them one. Because I never drink any of this fancy alcohol.
So if I bought you a drink, you wouldn't take it?
Well, I wouldn't know what it is. I would take
Yeah.
it, but
That's loud.
So you
Okay.
order That's Loud?
No, Dallas is doing something over there.
Oh.
I'm going to order a
Assassination.
nice. No, I'm gonna order a nice dark mead for myself, and I'm gonna ask him if he has any druid mead.
We don't serve that fancy druid meat here.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna get another dark
We
mead.
just have cow meat.
I'll just take 2 of those then.
Yeah, no, he doesn't say that. He just kind of just does this little growl as he turns and picks up a pitcher and goes, and just kind of sloshes it in front of you.
I'm gonna notice his angst, and I'm gonna say, "What's wrong with you, pal?"
One side of his mouth kind of curls up in like a sneer as he turns back to the window and starts wiping his glass more aggressively, looking out the western window.
You can tell he's angry because he's wiping the glass.
Faster, slightly faster. Yes.
I'm going to pick up a peanut off the bar and toss it
Ew.
at his head.
We don't
I'm
have
gonna
peanuts
toss it
here.
I'm gonna pick up something off the floor, a clump of dirt or something,
You pick
and
up
I'm
a
going
rat
to
turd off the bar, and throw it at him.
yes, and I'm going to lob it at his head. And I say, "Hey, I'm talking to you." When it hits him in the forehead.
Absolutely no notice. Just a second. I can't hit that note.
Was
I'm gonna look
that
over to Sarandy. I'm gonna look over to Sarandy. I'm gonna laugh and say, "Did you see that? I just hit him with a piece of rat shit. He didn't even move. What's up with that guy?"
I bend over and pick up a rock.
Okay. Several other Middle Eastern countries contend with you for its possession.
No.
Right.
Oh, rock.
What is
I
what was the ranger saying? I heard something.
was that Peter and the Wolf you were humming? Sound like Peter and the Wolf.
I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, yeah, you guys make a little game out of throwing rocks and rat turds at him, and it kind of collects on his shoulders occasionally, but he could not care less if he tried.
Well, since the bartender's family, right? That's where he owns the place.
Mm-hmm. He is a
All right.
Knowlesbane, but he's recent. You've only known him for the past couple months.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna notice that though, because the Rangers kind of take care of the town. So I'm gonna kind of walk. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk over to the thief and the druid. And I'm gonna tell them that they'll have to stop. And if they don't, I'll have to lock them up for the night.
I am going to drop my rat turds at his feet, and I am going to bow really low and sarcastically and say, "Yes, my lord."
I just turn around and I look down like I'm being scolded.
We already used this arcane.
His face, just looking down.
All right. At any point, do you guys introduce yourselves to each other? I think the thief introduced himself, and I think the druid introduced herself to the ranger. But
Me and the ranger, or me and the druid, know we've introduced our names, and we kind of threw shit at the guy for fun.
yeah, I guess you could see that as a bonding experience.
Not much of one.
Remember the time we threw a rat turd at a guy's head, and he didn't care? Yeah, good times. Alrighty. Let us switch this. Let me see. From outside, you start hearing bit of a ruckus. Maybe not quite that much, but
Good lord.
He's Godzilla.
yeah,
It's, uh,
you do start hearing like a ruckus outside.
I'm gonna look over to Spurious, and I'm gonna say, "Well, Sheriff, this sounds like there's a problem outside."
Well,
I
that.
just immediately dash outside.
I immediately take off, or not take off. I immediately start to sprint out of the bar or tavern and see what the trouble is.
Okay, to the west, near the more populated intersection, you know, by the other inn and all that, and the horse stable, there seems to be a crowd of people who are just. I mean, as ridiculous as the image is, they look like they're just kind of standing around, jabbering about something, and like literally wringing their hands.
There, what?
Oh my god, this is gonna be a long day.
I think we should reset the Skype call and see if it fixes it.
This is gonna be a long day.
Well,
Hello.
Draven Rush.
Oh, and there's the noise, and now it's gone. All right.
All right, I'm here.
So, what's the last thing you heard?
something about hands.
They're wringing their hands.
He said he saw a large group of people standing near the intersection of the Polaris Bend Inn, and there's a bunch of people standing around, wringing their hands, staring at something.
Is there any screaming happening?
Yes. Can't you hear it?
No, I meant like, you said it wasn't that bad.
Oh.
I said not as bad as the track makes it sound.
Oh, okay.
Because the track
Like-
is like,
Dying.
well, the track is like a huge city, I think it sounds like.
Okay. I will approach this group of people.
I mean,
see what's
you,
up.
you guys all went out, right?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, well. Two of us ran out immediately. The other one was being sarcastic.
I am going to I'm going to suck down my beer as fast as I can. Cuz I'm a bit of an alcoholic.
Okay, right. So if you didn't hear it, there seems to be a crowd of a couple dozen people standing over here near this more populous intersection here, near the Polaris Bend Inn and the horse stable and all that. There's a couple dozen people there. As ridiculous as it may sound, as ridiculous as the image is, they're just like staring north and then south and like jabbering to each other and like literally just wringing their hands. Like they're not holding anything, but they have to do something with their hands, so they're just sort of like squeezing their hands.
I'm going to grab one more little rat turd and chuck it at the guy as I run out the door to follow Spurious and Serendy.
Right. Quiet ones, you're kind of in the responsible role at the moment, so...
Alright, I said I approached the group.
I did too. So I'll
Okay,
just...
let me just nip that in the bud. Saying that you already said you did something, not really gonna work. Right, so, you come up on
That
it.
actually did happen. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, right. Are we taking time to do this?
I couldn't hear you at all.
Hello? Are we all here?
Yeah, Dallas, you're gonna have to stop clicking stuff. Stop clicking stuff.
Anybody else is complaining about it?
Billy?
Is everyone here?
I'm here.
I don't hear Billy.
Neither do I.
What are you trying to hear me for?
Oh, we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, what are you trying to hear me for?
We thought you might be talking or something.
Did we just lose somebody? It sounded like somebody clicked off.
No, I keep muting myself because it's
No,
really
we're all
hot and I'm
here.
turning on the fan.
Alright, see now you guys are cutting out for me. Did I
How about
just-
me?
I wonder if this would be any better on the roll 20 if we just.
I'm gonna say no, but maybe somebody else should host the call.
3 of us.
Yeah, 3 of us should host the call.
Okay, who volunteers for that? Because I don't want to.
Well, I don't know how. If you tell me how, I'll try.
Probably just click the call group button.
Okay.
Okay, so let's all drop out.
Quit, principal.
Hey,
Alright, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here too.
Cool. Right. Right, so Spurious, you're the one from here, right?
Yeah. So. Go ahead.
So you're saying so? What
You're. No, go ahead. Just go ahead. I was gonna say what I was gonna do, but.
Okay. You would know because occasionally the spear shot orcs come down from the north and just well, basically they try to raid the village, but it's only so they can justify like burying their people at the temple, which everyone does. Kobolds, goblins, everyone. The point is that there is kind of an attack procedure. Basically,
Alright.
someone gets word to the manor. They start ringing this huge ass bell. That's sort of mounted on the roof, and everyone who can hear it sort of gathers inside the manor. But yeah, that's sort of the attack procedure. Thing is, you're still just seeing the people there. So what do you do?
Well, you said that I'm gonna think it's an orc attack, right? Like, I just want to clarify it and ask somebody if what's going on.
I don't know what you think.
I'm going to walk up to a pedestrian, tap them on the shoulder, and ask them what's going on.
Okay, you're not gonna flag down a van.
What was that?
Oh no! I thought the call quality was gonna get better.
It is. I can hear you great.
I don't. Keeps the ranger, Dallas. He keeps cutting out for me.
But I'm not saying any. Oh, you mean before? Am I cutting out now?
Not during that sentence, no.
Alright.
So what was that?
Alright, I was going to walk up to a pedestrian, one of the pedestrians on the road,
Okay, so
and I
you're not stopping a car then.
I didn't. Where did the car come from?
Nothing.
He was making a joke, Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Good lord.
What? Jesus Christ, Justin. Anyways, I'm going to ask the person that I tap on the shoulder what's going on.
And he turns around and explodes. No, not really. You know this. Okay, it's a medium tall male halfling. Okay, so he's a Ulfsith, Nullsbane. And yeah, so it's kind of basically you see him as one of your cousins, I think. And he says, "The graves, they're all empty. The corpses, they're up. Look, look!" And then he just kind of scampers off to go do more hand wringing, I think.
Alright. Were you gonna say something?
No. Go
Oh.
ahead, Dallas.
I'm good. Well, you took in a deep breath, so I thought you were about to start speaking. I'm gonna go towards the graves and investigate. Look,
I follow.
Okay.
I am just catching up to the crowd of people. I am going to notice, or I just barely overheard what the half-elf was saying to the ranger, and I'm going to get a huge smile on my face and say, finally some action. And I'm going to run a little bit faster to catch up completely with Spurious Sincerity.
A sort of human, just generic human, I think, lady, just grabs your arm, just apropos of nothing, and points that way and just screams directly into your face.
Good lord.
She points south, actually.
I am going to grab the woman's arm and shake her and go, "What are you screaming about, woman? What?" And I look at to where she's pointing.
Where you basically see... I mean, if you've ever seen... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to put this into, like, appropriate references. Okay, it kind of looks like the railing of a stairway is kind of walking at you. Like, the railing of a stairway and, like, a few coat racks behind it. And they're all sort of walking side by side, and it's just this huge crowd of them going straight south. And till you look at it a second longer, and they become, like, skeletons.
Whoa. I am going to call out for Spurious Sincerity. And say, Ranger, Druid, we got some trouble over here. Look to the south.
Meanwhile, you guys who ran north already would have seen basically the same thing.
So, assuming we heard him, I guess I'd just say, there's some up here too. Or, we got something up here.
I am going to kind of look at the crowd of people, and I'm going to yell, "Run!" as loud as I can, so that the people scatter, so that they don't get hurt, since I kind of care about people a little bit.
You softy.
wait, but you're chaotic good. I thought when you say a little bit, like...
I'm chaotic good.
Yeah, that's what I said. You said you care about them a little bit.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't want them to die.
Yeah, but a little
let
bit.
his
Chaotic-
alignment be his alignment. Don't police other people's alignments. You crazy?
Wars have been started over less.
I just want the people to get out of there so we can take on these skeletons.
The ones that hear you kind of look to you to. They're ready to run. They're just ready to follow you.
I'm going to say, what are you all looking at? Head towards the manor.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Actually, the people you say that to take up the cry, head to the manor. Or just to the manor. Because, short messages work better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so soon the crowd is kind of chanting to the manor, and they just kind of run this way. Yeah, you guys see well over a dozen coming from the north, and kind of an equal amount coming from the south.
Oh Lord. I'm going to. I'm not the battle major here, but I'm going to yell out to Spurious Sincerity and say, we should probably put our backs together so they can't surround us, or so they can't sneak up behind us.
So are we just gonna wait for them to surround us?
Yeah, that is the question right now.
I don't see any other options because I'm not that experienced, and I am kind of looking for a fight.
Right.
I've never fought skeletons before, and I really want to.
If you look long enough, you can make out sort of kind of clothed, maybe a bit of flesh hanging off them, kind of things, and some that are kind of hopping on all fours, almost like a monkey or something. It's really creepy.
Yeah, it is. Okay, if one of them comes in range, I'm throwing my darts at them.
Okay, so you guys are literally just standing there, waiting for something to try and kill you.
I'm gonna
we
pull
were
out.
heading north.
I'm gonna pull out my short bow and go ahead and knock an arrow, and just prepare myself for battle.
Is that a new Doritos chip? Notch an arrow?
Knock an arrow. You know what I meant.
Try our new knock and arrow flavor. That's totally a Doritos.
It sure is sharp. Okay, so I guess we're heading north?
Well, there are three of you. There's one we haven't heard of so far, or heard from. Sorry. Is he like talking and? Is
No,
just
that's
muted
you,
or something?
Spurious.
Hmm?
He's talking to you.
Oh.
Oh wow! You were totally zoned out.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't really been anything.
Seriously? How long
We've got-
have you been zoned out?
Alice, we've got skeletons surrounding
5
us.
seconds. Actually.
Yeah. No, if you don't know about the hordes of undead running towards you, you've been out for longer than a few seconds.
No, I know. So we're heading north, right?
He's asking you what you're doing.
I have my bastard sword out. I'm one-handed bastard sword.
Okay, so you guys are literally just gonna stand there and let them surround you.
Why not?
I'm gonna ask Serenity if you see any other options besides standing here.
We should purge
Oh.
them of this world.
Okay, hang on. Is there any ladder? Is there a way to get on top of a roof of a house? Is there any ladder or somewhere around?
I mean, yeah, you guys definitely could get on top of one. It would just be you, or what? What's the idea?
No. What's gonna happen is Spurious is gonna get on the. Do you want to get on the top of the roof and snipe?
I have another idea. I've got an
Well-
idea.
That's what happens when I give ideas.
Well, no, go ahead and say yours, but I have one too.
Well, that was part of the plan. Was you were gonna get on the roof and me and Serendi. Is there like something short I can call you?
Saren.
Saren. Okay. Me and Saren are gonna fight on the ground. while you snipe behind us while you got our 6.
That sounds good to me.
Better than just being surrounded.
Well, my idea was to. I was gonna say that we draw them in a little bit closer, and then we head towards the ferryman, and I yell out, "We got to draw them away from the town and away from the people."
Can they swim?
I'm not sure. They're undead, but it's to me it's worth a shot.
Well, how about, can we ask the DM first? Can they swim? Can the skeletons swim?
I think the question is, would you know if they can?
Would you know if they can swim?
No, would you
Would I-
know if they can? No, you would have absolutely no idea. So you just kind of have to reason it out.
Okay.
Make a guess that way.
If we get on the... You're talking about getting on the ferry and going across while they go after us, right?
Yeah, so we can draw them away from the town.
If we get to the other side and they can't swim, that'd be kind of pointless.
Yeah, it could be a little bit counterproductive.
Okay, let's go with Dallas's. Let's go with Dallas's idea then. I'm gonna perch myself up on top of the Peller's Bend Inn and take aim with my bow
Alright.
towards the south.
Alright, hold on. So who all is getting on the roof?
Just me.
Just him.
Just me.
Just the thief?
Yep.
Ah, gotcha. Sorry, I'm doing really kind of dull things here. Alright, so... if you guys could kind of be wherever you are gonna be. Right, on top of the roof. And then the druid is where?
Wait, they're coming from... Okay, yeah, okay.
Where are they exactly? Are they like up here?
They are coming from both north and south, yes.
Aren't there? Isn't there still a little group of people standing there? Pedestrians or people?
They are kind of slowly, maddeningly slowly, funneling their way toward the manor.
Okay.
Alright, Saren, how about you go to where, like, right at the T, and I'll get about right here? You know where the T is, like, in the middle of the...
Like
Where-
over here?
right here.
Your warp score is 700.
And you can get what's coming from over here, and I can get what's coming over here, and if there's anything behind us, Emery's can just snipe them.
Roger that.
Okay,
Um,
well,
Every roll number
there was an M.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, that if we do it that way, both of us are going to be taking on a group of zombies
Well,
ourselves.
I'm going to be given support from the rooftop
Yeah.
on both
Right,
sides.
But there's like a dozen of them on each side, right?
Well, if we were to both go on one direction, they just come... I don't think Emery's can kill about, like... How many would come from one side? Like, dozens of...
It's a dozen from each side. A dozen come from the south. A dozen come from the north.
Alright, I don't think
Right.
Emery's can take on a dozen skeletons coming after us.
So, yeah, but if we both go after, like, say, the north ones, the south ones will take a while to get to us.
That's true.
And maybe we could kill the north ones by the time the south ones get to us.
That's
How-
true.
How fast are they coming towards us?
About as fast as walkers go.
Alright. Oh, then yeah, we could do that, your idea. Alright. I'll move over here with you.
Okay,
I'm in front of the house.
so that's the plan.
Sorry. I don't have any idea why I started with such a large fight.
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
I just, although, do keep in mind I did think there were going to be 4 of you, including one that's just solely based in combat.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, a paladin.
Yeah, can't turn undead, though, until, like, level 3.
I don't know. It might be 3 or 4.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't as much of a question as I guess I made it out to be. Yeah, she couldn't turn undead yet. Anyway. Oh no! I just realized a thing. Okay, I'm getting rid of that. Is one thing that I realized.
What's that?
You will never know because it's not here anymore.
That's good.
Okay, so you guys really are just gonna kind of stand back to back with the thief on the roof and just hope you don't die?
Well, what we're gonna do is me and Saren, we're gonna take one side because they move pretty slow, so we're just gonna take one side together and then work on the other one.
Actually, they move surprisingly well for nothing but bones.
So, should I move back, Emrys?
You
Saren?
guys, I think you guys should try to take on those first 12 where you're at, and I'm just gonna try and do the best I can, taking out these, because I don't see any other options but running, and I don't
Just-
want to.
Just warn us if they get too close, and one of us
Yeah.
will turn around. Because I'm sure we'll
If
have
it-
quite a bit killed by the time they get to us.
That's
If it
kind of a
comes down
lot
to
to.
it,
Oh, sorry.
I can get onto a roof, but then you'll be on your own.
Do you have a long-ranged weapon?
Yeah, throwing darts, but those are throwing darts.
Yeah, the ranges will apparently become important because that's you guys' plan, right?
Yeah.
Is to kind of snipe them before they get a chance to get near you. So
Yeah.
why don't you guys go ahead and look up the ranges on your respective ranged
Would that-
weapons?
My max range is 40.
Let's see.
So you really wouldn't be able to fire at them until they were within like melee range of you. Essentially.
Mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess that they probably can't climb, and that's what I'm betting on.
Okay, so the bard's getting up on a roof?
Yeah, the druid's getting up on a roof.
Oh, did I say bard?
Yeah.
Shade.
Holy hell.
My range on my bow is, it says 50/100/150.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly how far that is.
Really?
Is that 100 meters? 150
No,
meters?
It's just feet.
Okay.
Just feet. It's like the worst specialty store ever. Just feet.
Alright. So, you're gonna get on the building, you said, Saren?
Right.
Alright. Alright. Since it's just gonna be me down there, because I don't have any long-ranged weapon. Well, I got those daggers, but I only have a few, and, they're not really, they're just daggers, that won't do much.
Okay, so which roof is the druid on? Just out of curiosity. Keep in mind each one of these squares is like what, 50 feet.
Okay.
And the range is almost right. It's close enough to use right now, I guess is the point.
So I have a question. Which range of those three numbers that I said is the one that is it just random how far I shoot?
No, there's a minimum, a medium, and a maximum range.
Oh, okay. My max is 150 then.
Okay, and that probably puts a penalty to your attack roll. Do you guys still have the player's handbook? It's time to start looking stuff up.
I have it somewhere.
Right.
I think it's right here. Hold on.
Well, let's hope, because it's time to start looking stuff up.
The TSR Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook. Yep.
Is now a bad time to use the bathroom?
We probably won't have got very far, so sounds good. Sounds like a good
Alright.
time.
All right. What am I looking up?
Combat modifier for you long range.
Okay.
Holy hell, this is a large number of thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys might be dead. At least with the current strategy. Right, so you guys basically have a turn in which to position yourself. Maybe take a shot at one or two of them.
I'm back.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, did you leave?
Yeah, I went to the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
Who's that? Is that Gollum or something? No,
You're Gollum or something. Rah. No, these are the ones that still... Oh, shit. These are the ones that still have flesh on them. That are
alright.
traveling on all fours. Holy Jesus.
How? We're gonna die.
I know, that's why I kept asking. You guys are really just gonna sit there.
I mean, we could try to run, take off, but that would leave the town at the mercy of the zombies.
I don't think we should run. I think we need to see how...
Okay, but you do see how there would be a difference between like coming up with the plan and attacking from a better position and just straight running, right?
Well, that's why two people are on the roof.
Yeah, but originally you guys were just all just like out in the middle of the road. Which one is the druid on? I kept asking. I didn't realize you were actually gone.
I think there should be one... Wait. What if you were right here, Saren? Or no, hang maybe right here. That way there's fire focused on both ends.
The Taco Bell special.
Oh gosh.
So you're gonna die.
Alright. I guess I... Wait. Do they climb? That'd be...
You don't know.
That'd actually be great if they could climb.
Generally speaking, the dead don't even get up and walk around and hop around like Gollum, so...
Anyways, I think we'll just try this. I'll stay at the bottom and I'll try to do something.
Oh, something.
I don't know if this is possible, but what if someone ran to the manor and tried to, because you said the bannerman lived there. What if someone ran to go get help? I don't know what the possibility of bringing other people into the fight are.
Well, the ranger lives there, so he would probably know.
Well, I'm asking you, Billy. Are you able to bring other soldiers in to fight with us?
Are you asking mechanically or the likelihood?
Yeah, no, mechanically.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Alright, you want me to go do that?
I think we should all three run for the banner to put some distance between us and them and give us time.
But we don't know if they can. I mean, I could go and you guys could take on as many as you can because you guys are the safety of rooftop.
Listen, I did notice when I passed the manor that it has high stone walls and we could kind of fortify ourselves in there.
Ah.
And if there's other soldiers in the manor to help us, they can help out to take on these walkers.
Alright, let's do that. Let's just go and try to get help from.
Alright, so the three of us are going to run towards the manor, try and put some distance between us, and get to the Knollsbane Manor and yell at them to shut the gates and fortify the place as best we can.
Wait, the question is though, why aren't they there in the first place? Like, if your town is under attack, why aren't they already out there? That's weird.
Out where?
Out in the battle zone with these skeletons and such.
The bell was ringing.
Yeah.
Well, not just yet, but as you guys start climbing up the buildings and such, the bell starts ringing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I am going to hop down off the building and bolt as fast as I can towards the Knollsbane Manor.
I'm going to do this same, except not jump off a building because I'm not on one.
Ah, did you really just hop off a building, or?
I climbed down.
Oh, okay.
But really quickly.
Okay. You guys see those things coming. When you get to, the stretch here, basically you hear people scream and run toward you.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Wait, but we don't know if are they just pedestrians or soldiers?
They're regular people.
Okay, there are no soldiers. You live with halflings, of which there are 9, about 4 of which are children. When you say soldiers, if anybody if anybody else asked about soldiers, they'd point to you.
Oh, good lord. Alright, I think this town is done for. I think we're just gonna. It's not my hometown. Fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
It is where you are right now, though. So they scream and run toward you.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, whoops. I'm going to yell out and say, "Why is everybody running this way?"
I'm gonna tell everybody that they need to go as far away from where they're going as possible.
They're probably running from more skeletons coming from the east.
Oh man. We should probably tell them to go into the Knollsbane Manor and just take shelter there, and then we'll get in there and you guys can snipe from the towers.
Okay, they're not in a state where they can kind of calmly discuss their options. They're just kind of screaming and trying to get away from whatever's to the east.
All right. I'm going to work my way through the crowd ahead of Serendy and Spurious to try to see what they're running from.
Okay, these appear to be... Well, the head appears to be skeleton. But it's also clothed, and it's also... it's kind of in a almost a fighting stance, honestly.
Is it just one of them?
No, there's almost a dozen.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness. I am going to look at Saren and Spurian, and I'm going to say, I don't know about you guys, but I am going to have to ditch out. If you want to come with me, I'm heading south.
There, there's
Okay.
there's a undead horde south.
Well,
Can't-
I mean, taking the road, or I'm going to cut across the grass this way.
Okay, I know I don't have it like represented because, good God, that would take forever. But basically, any direction you can go is kind of covered in skeletons at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
The safest thing is to just make our way to the manor, I think, and take shelter there.
Okay, I guess that's our only option if we have zombies in every direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Oh.
oh shit, what was that?
Sorry. I was cutting a cup open.
I told you to stop that.
I was bored. It's fine.
Oh,
Sorry for that.
that's incredible to hear.
He's playing with an X-Acto knife.
Right. So just to make sure I am keeping up with your rapidly changing plans, now you're trying to run, but instead you're gonna go inside the little walled manor and just kind of hug your knees until it goes away, or
No. We're going to go in the manor and try to fight him off from the towers inside the manor.
not
And
much
just
in
try
the
to-
way of towers, but yeah, there's definitely
Oh,
walls.
Justin, what if what? I'm not talking to you. Okay, what if you guys got on the Archer Tower, or not Archer Towers, but towers, and
There's not
I'll
much
be
in the
at-
way of towers.
Yeah,
Can
Dallas,
you-
he said there's walls. There's no towers.
okay, walls. You said towers too, so
I know.
anyway,
He corrected me.
okay, I was thinking of this plan. What if there's a gate, right, that leads to the manor that you can lock, pretty big gate.
A couple
Is
of
there-
them, yeah.
All right, good. What we could do is you guys can get on the walls and snipe, of course, and I'll just. Is there a way I could let one in at a time, like one through the gate at a time, and I can just fight them individually?
Okay.
Yeah, they actually line up, waiting to come in. They take a number at the door. Number 4, come in.
Yeah,
But
that
is
is kind of a risky thing because you would basically just be kind of trusting to the whoever's either whoever's holding the door open or whatever you're using to hold the door open.
Okay, I got an idea.
No,
I've got an idea to kind of work off of Dallas's idea.
Wait, let him hold on.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Dallas.
so yeah. You say
I-
no. You saw this coming?
Well, I wasn't
Well-
going to sit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you understand what I mean though? By just open the gate and close it really quickly while just only one enters.
Doing that wouldn't work. I can almost guarantee that wouldn't work. But to make a really small hole, basically you'd either have to have someone hold the gate, or you'd have to prop something up against the gate to kind of keep it that way. And basically at that point you are just trusting to the strength of whatever's holding the gate. As soon as there's enough pressure behind that gate to break your barricade or to overcome whoever's holding it open, they're basically just going to rush in.
Alright. Are there any grown-up halflings around that I can...
He said there were
speak
9.
with? Yeah, there are 9, but some of them were children.
About 5 of them, yeah.
Alright, so there's 5 adults.
Not to mention dozens of humans.
Ooh. Can we work them in and tell them to grab a spear and or a sword or whatever they can find to help us?
Does the manor have an armory? We gotta know that first.
There are some pikes you guys keep in there, yeah. And some,
All right.
a few, not very many, but a few crossbows.
Alright, well, we should set everybody with ranged weapons onto the wall to give support from the top, and spears. I mean, not spears, but pikes. We'll just all line up.
Okay. So sounds like we're well underway in the planning stage. What I'd like to know is, do you stop the people who are running west, or do you just let
Yeah.
them run by you?
Wait.
You don't have to look at me. Well, I mean, I tried to yell at them and no one answered, and they just kind of screamed. I'm gonna try and scream again, saying, "Everybody get to the manor." But I don't think they're gonna hear me.
Yeah, it's basically the screaming directly into your face thing again. Because, they're pointing at these strange clothed skeletons.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to make a charisma check.
I'm gonna make a charisma check and see if I can
make you guys a check button. It's got a check macro.
Where's that at?
Click your token.
Okay. Is it the circle button at the bottom?
That's not a button.
Top
That's a
left.
bubble.
Oh,
Top left.
sorry. 5AC.
Top
No,
left
look at
of
the
the
top
screen.
left of your window.
Oh, I see it. Okay, got it. Sorry, I apologize. All right, so yeah, I'm going to check my charisma, and the target number is.
What is your charisma?
It is 15.
And that is your target.
Embers tries a thing. 1.
Okay, so they basically go from screaming and mindlessly running the other way to screaming and mindlessly running whichever way you point them.
Towards the manor.
Okay, so they scream and you guys run back into the manor. Scooping up a few more who are just going to try to mindlessly run off.
So it worked.
Okay, the arming of the adults, the adult halflings, the other Knollsbanes, they are sort of taking the crossbows, and everyone else that's not like completely breaking down because corpses are trying to kill them. They're grabbing pikes and sort of taking a position on the walls. The walls aren't thick enough to actually well, I guess they would be thick enough to stand on, just not very securely. So they're just kind of awkwardly leaning over the top with their pikes. As the undead hordes kind of close in on you guys. Which, yeah. So at which point would you start firing, I guess, is the question.
I'm going to take the first shot. Well, if I can. But I think we should start firing now.
Maybe they should get a tiny bit close. Oh.
Yeah, they're close.
Yeah, the place is effectively surrounded. You do notice, since you've been watching them come for a while, that the little things on all fours seem to be quite a bit slower than the skeletons, as are these weird clothed skeletons. It's just the bare bones skeletons, which that's pretty funny, who seem to move at a normal speed. So you guys probably more than ready to start doing a thing at this point.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Right.
So we're
just gonna close in.
Oh wait. Okay.
Druid.
I will be throwing darts with a speed of 2.
Okay, so one of them goes off now. What are you aiming at? It might flash through your mind that trying to pierce bones probably won't work as well as it, you know, probably won't work, basically. Oh, wait, hold on. That didn't do ascending. Fuck me. Do you believe that? So, well, shit. Why don't you go fire off one of those darts anyway, since
Sounds good.
since you get 3, and yeah, and you're not gonna get to go till the very end.
Right. So I will fire at one of the close clothed zombies.
All right.
Or yeah.
Okay. There should also be an attack button.
Yeah, but it asked me to put in my modifier.
Damn it!
Yeah, carrots. Right?
I said damn it.
Hey, you mind if I feed up controllable? I do.
13.
Oh. Oh. What is...
I do. But
Yeah,
I'm not
well...
gonna make you.
Well, I do, but it's probably gonna make you... sorry, it's a compulsion. I can't not do it. Okay, so you don't get any hit modifiers or any of that, so that kind of sucks. And 13 doesn't hit anything, it just kind of sticks down into the dirt. And stays there. Duffman sticks down into the dirt. Imris.
Okay, I am going to I remember that I have torches in my backpack, 2 of them.
Light the bones on fire.
Well, not necessarily the bones. But I also have flint and steel. So I'm going to light the torches,
Okay.
and I am going to... I don't know if they can be used as weapons, but I'm going to try to throw them at the clothed ghouls to set them on fire to maybe slow them down a bit.
That is totally not where I thought you were going with that.
Well, I need to create some kind of, harm bigger than an arrow can cause.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm going to try to use fire to my... going to try to use fire to try to kill some of them off.
Okay. Huh. That is crazy.
In a bad way?
Okay, so you're literally just throwing torch.
Well, I mean, it's a torch that's on fire.
Okay,
2 of them.
The thing people typically try to do
Mm-hmm.
is light a torch, start lighting their arrows on fire.
Okay, well, I'll do that then.
I'm just saying, typically, that's where I thought you were going with it.
Well, I was going to.
Okay.
I was going to use one torch to throw at them, and then use the other torch to light my arrows.
Okay, it's kind of the Brewster's Millions approach to like to your adventuring gear. Gonna buy a horse and mail it to somebody. Sorry, that's yeah. If like X-Files is striking out, I don't know why I thought you guys would know Brewster's Millions. That's like early 80s, I think.
Ow.